Hello everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ijaz Ahmed. I am serving as the president at Bangladesh Youth Leadership Center. I am at the Harvard Kennedy School Center for Public Leadership. For those of you who know about BYLC's story, you may recall that BYLC was conceptualized at this center 9 years ago with the Building Bridges Through Leadership Training program, and it's great to be back at the Center for Public Leadership at the Kennedy School. And I have with me today Professor Hugh O'Doherty, who has spent a lifetime teaching leadership, thinking about leadership and teaching leadership. And Professor Doherty has recently been one of the recipients of the Dean's Award for Quality Teaching. Congratulations.
Thank you very much,
Professor. We are delighted to have you with us. And we are here to talk about BYLC X, which is BYLC's latest initiative to provide online education to young people. And with this online academy, we want to democratize leadership education. We have taken a curriculum from the Kennedy School. We have adapted it to meet the learning needs of young people. And BYLC has an acceptance rate between 10 to 20, 25% for most of our programs. But what BYLC X will do is it will give access to our curriculum to more young people from all over Bangladesh and even beyond Bangladesh in the future. As I begin this conversation, Professor, let me begin by asking, what are your thoughts on online education, particularly relating to a complex subject like leadership? Can leadership be taught online?
Great question, Ijaz. And congratulations on creating these courses. I think online education is obviously the future of education in many ways. And it has great strengths, but it also has limits. So I think the strength is that, as you're saying, we need leadership. Heaven knows these days we need leadership on a massive, broad scale. And so the capacity to reach beyond 10, 20%, that's fantastic.
Great, thank you. Thank you. For our viewers who are interested in developing their capabilities to be more effective in the practice of leadership, what would you say are some of the key capabilities that people need to develop from an early age to become effective?
I would boil it down to three. First one is observation. Observation on two levels. The capacity to observe myself. How do I operate in groups? What are my strengths, but what are my limits? What are my blind spots? And the second is to observe not only myself, but the system I'm in. How do I operate within a group, within the community? So observation on these two levels. And the second capacity is, each person, we all think that we see, our way of looking is the truth. The way I see the world is the truth. In fact, there are multiple truths. There are multiple interpretations, for example, in Bangladesh, of what the challenges we face, or in my country in Northern Ireland, where we've had conflict for the last 40 years. You talk to people, everyone has their interpretation of what the truth is. So being able to hold those truths as people work their way through, very essential. And then based on those two, based on the capacity to observe self and system, to hold and allow to surface multiple interpretations of what people think the problems we face are. Then the third capacity is intervention. To think of intervening, when you intervene for change, not just from how you feel because you may be angry about what's happening or feel hopeless about what's happening, and you move to act from emotion. No, to move because you're crafting an intervention that's connected to purpose, that's meaningful, and that will connect others to a sense of purpose rather than just playing on their emotions. So those three: observation, interpretation, and intervention.
Great insights, thank you. Finally, Professor Doherty, any message for the learners of BYLC X Online Academy?
The online courses, see those as a preparation, as a step towards developing your own experiential capacity. We need leadership. The world needs leadership. We need The world needs you, needs your leadership. So I encourage all of you listening to take these courses, develop your leadership, and I wish you every success and blessing as you do that.
Thank you. On that optimistic and positive note, dear viewers, thank you again so much for joining us. And I wish you all the best as you sign up for our online courses, and may you benefit and become more skilled and capable for exercising leadership on behalf of the issues you care about deeply. Thank you so much.